Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about transition words. Now we are going to learn about the why, the what, and the how of transition words. Why do we need to study transition words? Or what is the relevance of transition words in the ACT and the SAT exams? Now, one must keep in mind that transition questions are among the most common rhetorical questions that are asked on the ACT and the SAT. These questions normally deal with joining and combining sentences, ideas together. Now, in the SAT, one can expect to get approximately 5 to 8 questions in different formats, of course. In the ACT, you can expect 4 to 5 questions approximately. Now, moving on to what are transition words exactly? Transition words are words which are used to link ideas and phrases together. So we use them to link ideas and phrases. These words are used to join sentences in terms of meaning. So we join sentences in terms of meaning. So what we can understand is that the relationship between sentences define the use of transition words. So we must keep in mind that since these words are used to link ideas and phrases together, there definitely will be certain types of transition words that we need to keep in mind. The first type of transition word is called continuous. Continuous are transition words which are used to link two sentences expressing similar ideas. The second type is called contradictors or contrasts. These transition words are used to combine or join or express different ideas. So, you must have heard of words such as however, although, but, yet, etc. These words are typical contradictors or contrast transition words. The third type is called cause and effect transition words. Here, these words link a cause and an effect together. Now let us study the given list of transition words. As you can see, we have listed different transition words on this paper. We have continuous and different categories of continuous as mentioned. We have contradictors and contrasts and cause and effect. There are different types of continuous as you can see. We can use continuous to add information or present an example. We also can use continuous to define something or clarify something, as well as emphasize, compare two similar things, as well as present a sequence of events, also called time words. Transition words play a very important role when it comes to contradicting ideas. Contradictors, such as the word alternatively, although, but, are always and very commonly used and tested transition words on the SATs. Cause and effect can both be in the same direction, that is, they can be linking similar ideas, or they can also be linking contradictory ideas, but there will be a relationship of a cause and an effect in that particular sentence. Moving forward, let's take a look at a few examples to understand the list that we just discussed. Let's study a few examples related to contradictors. First example says Meera likes to swim. Also, she is an experienced surfer. If you take a look at this, the word also denotes an added information. So this is the first type that we just discussed. In addition to is again used to add information. Right? But the ideas that are being linked, in addition to fibers, apples contain a health promoting bacteria. So both the ideas are moving in the same direction. They are similar ideas. There is nothing contrasting in them, but in addition to is an additional information explaining or adding to the following sentence. Number 3, I feel our last meeting did not go well. In other words, it was a mess. In other words is elaborating on a particular point. Number 4, many factors are important to succeed in life. For example, dedication and discipline. Again, this is placing forth an example which is linking to similar ideas. Let's take a look at examples with relation to contradictors or contrast. Sam could not convince Jenny to marry him. However, he tried. The word however is a very strong contradictory factor, and this has been well displayed in the sentence. Look at the word although in this sentence. Although it rained heavily, the match was not cancelled. Now, rained heavily and the match was not cancelled are two contradictory ideas. The first idea is moving in one particular direction, the other in the opposite. So they are not similar, and hence the word although can be used to link these two ideas to present them properly. Third example, he prefers to attend the play rather than attending the conference. Again, there is a contrast that can be seen. In contrast to Jones, his sister has been more compassionate towards the flood victims. Here, you can see that these are two completely different ideas. Jones is more compassionate towards the flood victims, whereas his sister is not. And that is what is being denoted by using the word in contrast to in this sentence. Let's take a look at examples of cause and effect. Because it rained yesterday, the ball game was cancelled. Now, here, because it rained yesterday, because indicates a cause and effect relationship, right? Same thing goes with as a result of bad weather, the event has been postponed. Take a look at the third one. In order to deliver the work on time, Jack created a team of 10 members. So the ideas and the use of these transition words is clearly stated through these examples. Now, how do we work with transition words? How do we identify and solve questions based on transition words? We will have to keep this in mind that transition words are are to be eliminated based on the purpose or function of each transition with relation to the ideas that are being expressed. What do the sentences that we are trying to link with the transition words, or phrases that we are trying to link with the transition words, indicating? We have to keep that part in mind. So I have these few steps which we can use to work on transition words. The first step is to cross out the transition word in the sentence. The moment you come across a transition word question, cross out the transition word in the sentence, and you need to read the parts of the sentence before and after the transition word. The moment you've read it, you will get a basic idea of what the two sentences or two parts of the sentences indicating, whether they are in the same direction, whether they are similar ideas, or whether they are different ideas. Next step is to determine whether the parts before and after denote similar or different ideas. You must remember, if they denote similar ideas, you need to eliminate any option that gives you contradictors. If they denote different ideas, you must eliminate all continuous or, for that fact, cause and effect options. Now let us apply the steps and work on a few questions here. Take a look at the first type of question that we have on paper. In this question, as you can see, we have the 4 answer choices given to us here. Now, and we have a word underlined in the sentence. Okay, what we are going to do is we're going to read the sentence first. Therefore, it is the oldest surviving film in existence. Let us just cancel that off for a moment and take a look at the sentence before that. Filmed in 1888, Round Bay Garden scene seems primitive in comparison to the slick, action-packed movies that are produced today. Therefore, it is the oldest surviving film in existence. Now, what we can understand is both the ideas here are moving in the same direction. Since this is moving in the same direction, they are similar ideas, right? Because they are similar, we can go forward and eliminate the contradictors. So we have nevertheless, which is a contradictor, and however, which is the other contradictor. Now, out of these 2 options, we need to find out which one to select. If you go through the sentence again, Round Bay Garden scene seems primitive in comparison to the slick, action-packed movies that are produced today. It is the oldest surviving film in existence. Now, this is talking about Round Bay Garden scene, right? So, it is just a fact that is being restated or emphasized, and hence, we will select in fact and eliminate therefore. This is a way to work on a particular question. Here, we dealt with similar ideas. Let's take a look at the next question type. Now, let's read the sentence. Tropical marine mammals, therefore, have very few fat reserves in their bodies. Let's just cancel off the transition word. Now, let's read the sentence before and after. Healthy Arctic marine mammals have a thick layer of fat beneath the skin. Tropical marine mammals have very few fat reserves in their bodies. So, what do we understand? Arctic marine mammals have a thick layer. Tropical marine mammals have few fat reserves. That means one idea is the opposite of the other. So the ideas are different. Now let's take a look at the options. Answer choice A says therefore. Therefore is not a contradictor. So we can eliminate A. We can also eliminate D and B because these are all continuous. And hence the answer here is however, which is C. Now, we need to keep this in mind that whenever there are grammatically identical synonyms in a sentence, you need to eliminate such answer choices because grammatically identical synonyms cannot obviously be there or cannot be the right answer, as there cannot be more than two right answers. Also, sometimes transition words, as mentioned, are used to combine sentences, so you must keep in mind and follow the strategy that we just discussed. There is another type of question called revising information question, which is common in the SAT section or SAT test. Let's take a look at this typical question type. As you can see here in this question, you are being asked to revise the information in the given sentence. So let us go and read the sentence that we have at hand. The Antarctic Peninsula and the surrounding islands have milder temperatures and liquid water, but. So we have a transition word given to us already. But is denoting, it is an opposite direction transition word. So this is a contradictor. Since this is a contradictor, we need an information which is contradicting the given part in the sentence. Antarctic Peninsula and the surrounding islands have milder temperatures and liquid water, but more mammals can thrive there. This does not seem to work well with the given idea. So we can eliminate A. They were discovered in the 90s. This has no relevance with the given sentence at all. They lie close to the Antarctic continent. Does not really denote a contrast here. D. Most of them are still covered in ice. This can be worked with because we are trying to actually draw in a contrast in this particular sentence. Now let's take a look at another example. So we are again revising a part of the sentence. Here as well, an entire sentence has been underlined. Let's take a look at this question. A major component of a pilot's flight training is preparing for emergency situations. However, it is not practical to release all the scenarios that might occur. Now, we can see that there is a transition word, however, that has been stated here. However, obviously denotes a contrast. Now, do we need a contrast here? Let's find out. The first sentence talks about a flight pilot's training is preparing for emergency situations. Then the second part says often a candidate demonstrates excellent flying skills but loses composure under pressure. If loses composure under pressure, we cannot place a contrast in this situation. So answer choice A can be eliminated. B says it is vital that all cabin crew know basic first aid. First aid. This information is too specific, giving us a too specific information, and hence this cannot be used in the given context. All important flight instruments such as the course deviation indicator must be regularly monitored. Course deviation indicator, we have no idea about that. That goes off. We have D. We select D as our answer because this works. Therefore, is a same direction transition word. It is used to link to similar ideas, assessors will look for candidates who can adjust calmly to unexpected events. This works in the given situation. So hence our answer is D. So folks, this was all for today. Thank you. And please subscribe to our channel for more such content. And don't forget to place your queries down below.